Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, we have the group together now. Um, yes, I need to talk to these people. This is probably my. It might not be the last. There aren't gonna be that many opportunities for me to talk to them again in Influence. So this will probably be the final ones. Hmm. There are some new options, but not all that many. When I was captured by Goto, how were you able to find Goto's yacht? Hmm. Yeah, you snuck into Voga's droid warehouse to steal the codes. So who was transmitting the codes to Goto's yacht? The droids. Interesting. Yeah, it's hard for me to read this dialogue out in person. Well, naturally also because she's female, but this dialogue isn't written like it's someone who's actually. No one would speak like this. Game dialogue. Let's try repair. I don't think I have the skills. I might have it if I took all the upgraded items and put it on her, but it's not worth it. Not to me at least. T3 has never been my favorite in games like this. Neither is R2D2. It's basically the same type of character. I don't hate him, but I don't care about him either.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why?
There's enough suffering in the galaxy. If I can alleviate for one person.
Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
I don't disagree with her, but I also don't consider most of my help I've given. They're minor charities that won't make a major difference. On the other hand, I've helped people who would had zero chance on their own to grow to the strength referring to. You can't leave a little child to face against a group of professional fighters and just say it'll make you stronger and more capable. No, there's not. The child won't never have an opportunity to grow stronger unless someone sort of eases the way upward. Yeah, I don't really see how small access mercy can be all that harmful, and there can also be a vital part in creating room for growth, especially if you're extremely weak. You're gonna grow much faster if you have someone there to help you.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
Yeah, she wants to hear that I'll view it. Yeah. And I shall view you as disposable then.
Ah, now you are learning. Do you know why those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static, untested. It is only through interaction, through decision and choice, through confrontation, physical or mental, that the force can grow within you. You have seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle. Through small cruelties, greater ones are born.
Questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
We should be able to... yeah, we need to update the crystal. More importantly, a lot of options. Okay. There was training involved somewhere. Yeah, none of these are related to... I think I could ask a few more questions about Revan. I might have the influence. Did you know, Revan?
Perhaps. I think it is fair to say that few did.
Were you the one who taught him?
He came to me, yes. Both before and after. Before Revan knew himself. And after, in the times when Revan was coming into his own and learning he was more than he had been told. At one time, Revan was my Padawan, in times past, long ago. But Revan, when he had learned all he could, had other masters, that fool Jah, and other Jedi on other planets. He learned from each, but in the end, he turned back to me. When he realized there was nothing more to be learned from the Jedi, except how one could leave them forever.
What was he like as a student?
Revan was power. It was like staring into the heart of the Force. Even then you could see the Jedi he would slay etched on his soul.
What do you see when you look at me?
You are different. When I look at you, it is like staring at the death of the Force.
What else do you know?
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek.
Where did he come from?
Revan had a mother and father, parents, ancestors, like all Jedi do. And when he awakened to his potential, I was there to see it. But where he was born, where he came from, I do not know, any more than I know where he walks now. Some said that Revan was born in the outer regions beyond the Rim, and that's what called to him during the Mandalorian Wars. And after, it was the call of home. I know more.
What caused him to turn on the Republic?
Fall? Ah, already you presume much. You were there at Malachor. Revan's choices were always his own. It was not teaching or circumstance or example, it was him.
And what made him turn to the dark side, become a Sith Lord?
Is that what he was? Or was he always true to himself, no matter what personality he wore? And there is something that the Council may never understand, that perhaps Revan never fell. The difference between a fall and a sacrifice is sometimes difficult, but I feel that Revan understood that difference more than anyone knew. The galaxy would have fallen if Revan had not gone to war. Perhaps he became the Dark Lord out of necessity, to prevent a greater evil. I do not believe the Jedi Council changed Revan as they claimed. They merely stripped away the surface and allowed the true self to emerge again, someone who was willing to wage war to save others. But that is my belief, since I knew Revan from long ago, as a master knows their apprentice.
You trained him.
He came to me, yes, and but in
We've gone through this.
ask.
I've thought more about the destruction of Visa's homeworld. I'm not sure if this is a new option or not.
And ask.
What about the Sith who pursue us?
I know of them, yes, and how much like beasts they had become. Combined, united against the Jedi, they command legions of Sith. But above these legions there are 3 who must be stopped. As long as any one of them lives, then we, and all life, are doomed. One bathes in pain, feeds on it for sustenance. The other has ceased being a living being, so consumed by hunger that he has forgotten his own flesh. And the last is a creature of betrayals, for without such things there is no hope.
The one who bathes in pain, Scion.
Yes, of pain he has learned much. Of knowledge, of teaching, he knows nothing. Like the others, he was spawned by the horrors of the Mandalorian Wars. He exists solely to spread his pain to all Jedi everywhere.
Is the one consumed by hunger, Visa says. The master. I've no more of him.
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
He's no longer a man.
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the Blinded One. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
Perhaps I can convince her to sacrifice herself. That would be a twin victory, I think.
If you have such power, then I would make use of it. There is no need to dirty your hands when you can convince another to drive a blade into their own heart.
I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
I tried to ask about the Jedi or Sith thing. Maybe she'll tell more about that now.
Does it matter? Perhaps I am neither.
Hmm. Ooh, there is a new option, wisdom. To ally myself with someone without knowing their allegiance is unwise.
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
The past is as important as you claim, and I would hear yours.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force.
So, Kreia is the third Sith Master. And in many ways, she's building me up to be her blade to strike the other two. That's at least part of her plan. But is that all? Questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Yeah, I think I'll just let her upgrade the crystal. So how many levels it's been against since the last upgrade? I don't even remember. Upgrade. Oh, cyan, orange. There's all these colors are terrible. Let's take. What does it give now? Attack, dexterity, strength, wisdom. Fine.
Yes?
Yeah, I need to learn more about the forest. Well, no, not yet. Crystal first.
That crystal is... Let me focus there. Is there some...
Um, I need to put it back in. There might be combat involved now and then there are, so I'd like to have the weapon ready just in case. What does it do now? Pretty much the same thing. So no meaningful upgrade.
Yes? Have...
Do you know more about the force?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I wish to ask about the lesson related to my skills.
Have you done as I asked?
I have devoted myself to relying on not being seen.
Very well. Then know this. How some situations play out depend on who is perceiving them and whether they are being perceived. Your ability to control the perception of others in such situations will allow you to manipulate events to resolve them peacefully or violently. Skill does not always draw from the Force, but it is a measure of power nonetheless. It can grant knowledge, help steady oneself when one's thoughts are in chaos, or grant enlightenment. Much can be achieved without the Force, as you know. Life continues, persists, and may be helped or harmed as a result. Now I am tired. Leave me to my meditations.
You have gained a bonus to your weakest and strongest skills, and you have also recovered some of your connection to the Force. So our stealth is a bit higher, our persuade should be a bit higher too. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of an extra bonus there. I don't know.
Yes?
Can you teach me about the Force?
Very well.
Okay, let's try Force. No. I heard something like an echo.
Ah, I had wondered if... But your powers are strong indeed. There are places in the galaxy, strong in the Force, light, dark. They are born in places teeming with life, and in places that are filled with death. Worlds whose surfaces are graveyards, whose screams echo through the Force. It is possible for war, for men to give birth to such places, to leave wounds on the galaxy itself. What you heard was the echo of the past, and it travels still.
But that sound, that echo, it was more than beyond the ship. It was the people in it.
Of course, that is the nature of echoes. And when there is a wound in the Force, it rarely leaves the life around it untouched. The answer will come to you in time. It must. When there is nothing more that you may learn from me, when the ruins of your past have been cleared away and I am no more, then you shall know what it is. And if you do not, then the galaxy shall die, and all my hopes for you will have been for nothing. Ask, and I will answer.
And I will try to learn. No. We'll just start the conversation from the start.
Yes?
Force. Maybe the bond, can I ask new things about it?
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond, it seems...
Nothing new.
Very...
Can you teach me any lightsaber forms?
The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms, return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience.
Okay, see chop.
It is simple, and its simplicity is strength. It allows focus, a slightly improved chance of connecting with one's opponent. It has no other advantages or disadvantages. It is an effective form to fall back on when no other form will do. Others may come with time, with experience.
Makashi.
Ah, a technique that helps one resist the force attacks of an enemy and also is excellent in lightsaber combat. It does more damage, but it leaves you vulnerable to other attacks. Use it against others wielding the force or lightsabers, but not against anyone else. Others may come with time, with experience.
Soresu.
A defensive technique, but effective. Use it if you do not wish to be hit, or if you are facing many opponents with blasters. With a lightsaber blade and enough skill in deflection, it is an excellent defense against blasters, but in other situations, it merely delays the inevitable. Others may come with time, with experience.
Okay, what about force?
Very well.
Force forms.
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
The one that allows me to focus the force.
It allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred of the Jedi consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force.
Can you teach me more about the force?
Very well.
Yeah, force forms.
Very well.
Stasis gives me potency to the force.
With this form, your use of the Force will have more damaging effects, but it will drain you as well. Effective, but only if conventional means are having no effect. Very well.
What? The one that grants affinity with the force.
Helpful, especially in tandem with other Force techniques. This one opens you to the Force, allowing you to recover your strength with the Force rapidly in combat.
Yeah, goodbye. I think we've exhausted Kreia to a large degree. But at this point, if you can't start exhausting them, you're pretty much done with them.
Yes? Is something wrong?
Questions, questions.
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
There might be training opportunities. We need to go to Nar Shaddaa anyway. All the fighting will be over, but we probably will take all our little students in the force.
I want to have a word with you.
What is it?
I wanted to make sure that we have some things clear. Right now, we both seek the same goals, whatever our reasons may be. The Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, the Republic will fall and my people will be eradicated or enslaved. To survive, I'll help you. But as Mandalore, I have another duty. The unification of the clans.
How do you plan on doing that?
After our defeat at Malachor, the survivors spread across the Outer Rim, many taking up work as mercenaries, or worse. But they cannot have fallen so far that they will not recognize a new Mandalore has been chosen. One who will restore our people to glory. I'll fight beside you, but I'm warning you, don't get in my way. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking you to let me do this. Cross me, and I might have to reevaluate our arrangement.
I'll consider it.
After the Sith are dealt with, you can turn your attention to us. Or maybe we can forge an alliance of our own. Our next need not be fought against your Republic. Consider what I've said. Now, is there something else you needed?
What's your take on the Republic? Not a lot of options.
The Republic is a step were it not for rev.
Yeah, I've seen this. Hopefully complimentary.
Only Revan would. Only then did the battle.
Yeah, we've heard all this.
I'm sure. I'm not accusing. Now is the.
Yeah, never mind. I don't think I can really affect Mandalore. I would have needed to have him on the group as early as possible and keep him while exploring.
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
Considering I saved you, you could be more grateful. I don't really want to say that. Operations on Nar Shaddaa.
As anxious as I am to give away all my trade secrets, you will understand if I choose not to answer such questions. I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
You wanted me to save the Republic. How is that possible?
There are several factors, all of which affect each other. There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation of the restoration efforts on Telos, the political resolution on Onderon, and the unification of a religious power base in the galaxy, either Jedi or Sith.
Is there anything you can do to help those systems and their people, either with information or resources?
The destruction of my yacht and of all my activities on Nar Shaddaa carry a cost that would take you several lifetimes to pay back. But perhaps the offer of credits will spur you to act quicker, more decisively. I am not unsympathetic to such greed. For every system you stabilize, I will reward you for your efforts.
I'll do what has to be done, no matter what the cost.
See that you do not disappoint me.
So, what needs to be stabilized?
There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation.
Tell me about Dantooine.
You have stabilized Dantooine. The Republic has gained a power base in the Outer Rim.
I expect a reward.
You have done well, and the stability you have caused shall be rewarded. I have arranged a transfer of funds from certain interests within the Republic to you.
Yay! Free monies.
There is the stabilization of Dantooine.
Restoration efforts on Telos.
Telos is instrumental to the stability of the Republic. Its success or failure will dictate the economic forecasts of many other worlds. Of course, since the destruction of the Paragas facility, the odds of the Telos restoration project being successfully completed is close to zero. You may speak.
Yes.
There is the...
Okay, Onderon and Telos are not ready. Influence gain. Yeah, we're going great.
What have you brought me? I am willing.
Where is your base of operations? Okay, what capabilities does your droid possess?
It has been assigned to guard and protect you. As such, it is well suited for a variety of tasks. It is skilled in intimidation, interrogation, and can provide a series of select skills that will make it an effective killing machine. For the most part, it will follow your orders unless they conflict with mine.
What skills does it have?
This unit comes with a droid scrambler that you may use against mechanized opponents to randomize the defensive and offensive protocols. Use it, and it will cause droids to wage a civil war in their programming, and they will turn on their allies. Its power source is not limitless, but it is enough. In addition, this unit comes equipped with a portable cloaking generator. It will allow it to enter places undetected in reconnaissance mode.
Those can all prove an asset. Good to have you standing with us. I mean, floating with us.
How droll. What an amusing Jedi specimen you are. You may...
Mhm. Do you know anything about the HK droids sent after me?
The assassin droids. I have encountered some, purchased the service of others.
Why are they hunting me?
Why, I asked them to. To be honest, I believe that was always their intention, but it seems their directive was dormant for some time.
Do you know where they're coming from?
If you mean produced, no, I do not. I do know that there are a surprising number scattered throughout the Republic fleet searching for you. What they will do now that you are found is easy to predict.
You mean they're going to come after me?
Of course they are. They're droids with very specific protocols that, unless changed, will dictate their movements. Unless you shut them down at the source, they will be stalking you until you are captured or terminated. Why don't you ask their predecessor? That archaic memory-impaired assassination droid will know more about his subsequent generations than I would.
What are they doing in the Republic fleet?
They are masquerading as protocol droids. I have discovered that when they are used in negotiations, they have a predictable pattern of sabotaging whatever peace treaties they are involved with.
Why doesn't the Republic know?
Because the Republic has no reason to investigate otherwise, and any discovery of their true purpose has been concealed by well-timed accidents.
Why haven't you acted on this?
Because their behavior is predictable, of course. By monitoring their presence, I know which worlds will suffer civil wars, planetary conflicts, and Republic bombardment.
Man, they're going to keep coming after me.
Of course they are. They're droids.
Yeah.
Unless you... Why don't you... I am...
No. We knew. On the yacht, you mentioned Revan. But Revan sought to destroy the Republic.
A common misconception not supported by facts. Revan did not intend to destroy the Republic. He deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities.
But why? Revan had limitless forces.
I believe that by whatever means he used to build his armada, he recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that he was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith. And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact.
What about Malak?
Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere. There was little thought beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess. I'm still trying to assess all the damage. Between the two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. He had foresight in his conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess.
Do you know where Revan got his forces?
That is also a mystery to me. I do not have any evidence upon which to build an answer. It is significant that after the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith. You may speak.
Is that really all? Yep. Influence gain. I'm not sure if that's gonna matter too much, but having terrible influence is, well, it's terrible. But it might cause trouble. Why are you hiding here in the closet? You're the Juhani of this game.
Yeah, something wrong?
Ah, so she can make grenades. I was hoping we could talk.
Talk? About what?
Wanted to get to know you a little better, so...
Why, you trying to be my mother? No thanks. Already had one. Somewhere.
Just thought you might need a friend.
No thanks. I didn't need friends on Nar Shaddaa, and I don't need them now.
Questions, questions.
Go ahead and ask.
Seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
This is no smuggler's moon.
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
How so?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Yeah, Kreia showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once. How all life there is connected, is bound to each other.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
Oh good, there's potential to train her as a Jedi, although I really don't have the influence.
Shoot.
You were raised on Nar Shaddaa.
Look, before we get into a game of Guess the Pazak card, pull back on the throttle. I don't know you that well to start sharing our life stories.
Okay, we need something to open her up.
Talk? About what?
Do you understand men?
Sure, they're easy. That's why I dress like this. When they're looking down to check you out, you can usually smash them on the base of the skull or deliver an uppercut that knocks them flat.
Make it sound easy.
It's simple. When you want a man, you jab him with a Bothan stunner, then while he's screaming in pain, slap some stun cuffs on him. Then starve him for 2 or 3 days until he becomes open to suggestion, then double check his bounty and see if he's worth anything.
Sounds like more like hunting.
Call it what you want. Me? I love my targets. Alright.
Anhar.
Anhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that, and it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them, and when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What happened between you and Anhar?
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
I think that deserves an explanation.
That's a long story. I don't want to get into it. Maybe some other time.
Okay, this is interesting because she has a lot of influence options. So I think if we can get a few influence changes on her, positive ones, we could get a lot done with her.
Go ahead and ask.
But how to open her up? Where did you get that rocket launcher?
Made it. It's custom for me, which is a good thing, because I wouldn't want anyone using it against me. I can show you how to make rockets, though, if you'd like. All it requires is a good skill with demolitions.
With Mira in your party, you can make rockets at workbenches, provided your demolition skills high.
Anything else you wanted to know? Shoot.
Yes, why don't you kill your targets?
I've killed people before, but not if I don't have to.
Yeah, because all life is connected, and Malachor proves it. You know what the loss of family means, even to your targets.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
Never stop trying to protect others, you're not Malachor.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock.
Influence gain! Lovely.
What do you want now?
Okay, good. Your anger is welcome. Yeah, I wanted to apologize.
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me.
Still, I'm sorry you lost your family at Malachor.
Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of lost people out there. Scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes, it's like you can almost hear them. Like an echo, calling out for each other. And maybe, just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the galaxy back together.
Yep. All things are connected through the Force. From such acts of kindness, great things may come.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Okay. Influence gain, lovely. I'm saving because if I screw up royally, I'd rather load than lose my opportunity to gain influence with her.
Yeah, something wrong? Talk. About what?
Wanted to know you a little better.
Why, you trying to be my mother?
Friends?
No thanks. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll have to go through these options again. So we have 3. Okay, restless.
It's all this traveling. I'd rather we...
I don't think we can get away with this. It's too much at this point. So, what happened? Were you raised on Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, more or less. I wasn't born there, I just ended up there.
What happened to your family?
Well, the war happened. The first one, against the Mandalorians. I had family right up until the end. It's not really a new story, you hear it all over the galaxy. It's what happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about.
They died in the final battle?
I think so. After Revan crushed the Mandalorians, planets throughout the Republic were flooded with refugees, and I was just one of the others. Me? I got passage to Nar Shaddaa. From there, not much you can do, so I became a bounty hunter.
How could you have lost family at Malachor 5? There were no colonies, it was a taboo world to the Mandalorians.
Take a guess, Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malachor. And Jedi don't have families.
You're a Mandalorian.
As much as any slave becomes a Mandalorian. They took prisoners on every world they conquered to bolster their ranks. And they took a lot of worlds.
So So, what is your homeworld?
I don't know, it didn't matter. I was too young to remember, really. Besides, Nar Shaddah's kind of grown on me. It's as much my home as any place else.
You're a slave.
When I was young, yeah. They mostly used me to carry ammo packs and munitions. Toward the end of the war, they needed everyone they could get. They taught me to fight, to hunt, to survive. I was part of their squad, even when I was young. Everyone served as part of the unit, and I felt like I had a place there. After Malachor, it really didn't matter anymore. The Mandalorians lost. Bad. But you know that.
Mira would have been probably a good person to have when you first go to the Daxon moon. You don't sound too happy about it.
Should I be? Maybe I should ask you if you're happy about all the Jedi who died on Malachor 5. Maybe it felt like you lost family there, but I doubt it.
You know, they had to be stopped.
Yeah, I know. I saw the worlds they left behind them during the war. That kind of stays with you, I haven't forgotten it. What happened at Malachor, they probably deserved it. Shoot.
Why did you become a bounty hunter?
I'm good at finding people, so I used it to make credits.
Finding people in Nar Shaddaa seems difficult.
Not if you know your target. Usually you get a hollow or rough description, and then you just sort of listen to it, get a feel for him or her, then start walking.
Walking?
This is a little hard to explain, but Nar Shaddaa's got a flow, a life to it. You see all kinds of aliens and life there, and it's got currents.
Yeah, I think I understand.
You know your target, you can feel them. You know where they're going to go. And sometimes, you know where they're going to be before they do. I'm good at finding people. Because when they're lost or out of place, it's like something's wrong inside them. And that's why I hunt. Alright.
Anhar.
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
Do you really want to hear this?
Yes, I'd like to know what happened.
Well, Hanhar and me go way back, in the worst possible way. He's from some forest planet on the Outer Rim where Zerka had set up one of their slaving operations.
So he was a slave.
Well, not for long. Once off planet, Hanhar escaped from the Zerka slavers, then killed them all.
Why was he wearing those cuffs?
I don't know. I always thought he just liked using them as weapons.
I think it's good he broke free. Nothing deserves to be caged. Or... sounds like Zerka deserved it.
Well, before you get too teary-eyed, Hanhar figured Zerka had the right idea. I don't think he understood the concept of slavery before, at least on the scale that Zerka practiced it. But now he did. You ever hear of Dursan 3, or the ID cluster colonies?
No, I don't think so.
Right, that's because Hanhar happened. He makes what happened to his homeworld look like an exercise in community building. He's not a bounty hunter. He's a slaver. A predator. It's like he's out to enslave or kill every human in the galaxy, like he's trying to settle some huge score or debt. I don't get it, but he's dangerous.
So how do you factor in?
I was prey. And not only did I escape, but I saved his life while doing it. He's been hunting me ever since.
That seems strange.
I don't pretend to understand it, but among his people, they have these codes of honor, but somewhere along the line, Hanhar's got twisted. His people form these things called life debts. If you save the life of one of them, they pledge themselves to you.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
Well, with Hanhar, he can't escape that life debt. It's bred into him. But he hates every other living thing in the galaxy, so pledging himself to someone else, especially a human, was unbearable. So when I saved his life, it was the worst thing I could do. It was like slavery all over again. But it was in his head. It was like it pushed him over the edge.
What do you mean?
A life debt to Hanhar is a death sentence. He'll hunt you until you're dead. When I saved his life, it meant he had to kill me. And so he kept chasing me in hopes I would die. I think the fact I showed him mercy after hating humans for so long, that was something he couldn't stand.
What if someone else saved his life? Would he try to kill them?
Probably. But if he had multiple life debts, especially to humans, Hanhar would probably go mad. He was angry before, sure, but he'd be 10 times worse if that happened.
Worse?
Hanhar's tough. Really tough. And when he loses it, it's like nothing can stop him. I've seen him shrug off blaster bolts, Bothan stunners, and even survive a freighter crash on Dursan 3. He keeps coming.
That life debt makes no sense.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like I said, I get the impression a life debt's supposed to be a gift, but to Hanhar, it's more like a curse to both people involved.
And he regrets that he's gone.
Oh, I'm glad he's gone. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to keep watching my back every minute, wondering when he's gonna show up. And he always did. It's like he always knew where I was.
Any chance he's still alive?
Trust me, if he was still alive, he'd be chasing us even now, waiting to ambush us when we least expect it. And he always shows up at the worst possible time. He was one of the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. Hanhar never gives up on his prey. Or his life debts. He's a hunter. He's a natural predator.
So how did you save his life?
Well, as happens on Nar Shaddaa, I made someone mad. Mad enough for them to send Hanhar after me. Turns out they were even able to get him cheap. He'd heard about me and wanted to hunt me down, for sport. He didn't think I'd be much of a challenge.
You proved him wrong.
Well, he tried to box me down in vents beneath the Nar Shaddaa docks, and he'd set one too many proximity mines to cover the escape routes.
Why use mines? So he was trying to hem you in with the minefield.
I think he'd hoped to drive me into the mines and then let them do the work. Or that I'd be too scared to try and walk through them. Thing is, I knew Hanhar's supplier, and the trigger signatures for the mines. It was pretty easy to broadcast a signal to blind their sensor receptors for a minute or two. I figured that would buy me enough time to move through them and get away.
Yeah, but it didn't happen that way.
Like I said, I disarmed the trigger fuses for enough of the mines to get by, temporarily. And Hanhar was pretty fast on my trail. I just made it to safety when he hit the first one. The blast leveled the entire ventilation section, and Hanhar was caught right in the middle, and he survived. Barely.
Barely?
He was crawling around, blinded from the flash and the plasma burns. It had happened so fast. And all the blood had been scabbed and crusted from the flash. I had the drop on him, and even blind, he knew it. He could still hear me. My ears were ringing from the blast, but I could hear him. I think he was begging me to let him live. His voice, it wasn't a roar, more like an echo of it. I suppose I should have killed him, but I couldn't do it. He was in pain, and he was helpless. So I dragged him out of there enough to get him to safety, and he kept hunting me ever since. He said he'd pursue me to the edge of the galaxy. No matter where I ran, he would find me and break me, that I would always be prey.
Yeah. Sometimes it's stronger to spare a life than save it.
Maybe. I've thought about that moment. A lot. Wondered if I would do things differently if I had another chance. Go ahead and ask.
Okay, now I think now we might be ready to ask her about the restlessness.
It's all this traveling.
Yeah, this is no smuggler's move.
I'd rather we...
Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been...
How so?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens. People.
Yeah, Kreia showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
Not yet. Not yet, but we're probably very close. If we can get even a little bit out of her, we might be able to influence her.
Yeah, something wrong? Shoot.
No.
I've killed people.
No.
I know. It's different. I don't know why.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I haven't killed anyone for a long time. But when I'm around you, suddenly it's like I've always been doing it. It's like a reflex. I don't like it. And I don't know when or why it became so easy. Alright. Yeah, more or less. I wasn't born there, I just ended up there. Well, the war happened. It's what happens.
Yeah. I think we need something outside to trigger Myra, and then we have her. But for now, moving on. Visas probably can't do anything with her.
My life for you.
Yeah.
I serve my master. My master was aware of it. There is little my master.
Yeah, I need... How can I find your master?
You cannot, even if I could.
Ready?
If I bring you before my... It would be as if one...
I'm ready to confront him.
You will meet my master. And when you stand before him, and there's a greatness in you. And if my master does...
We've had these conversations before.
There is much I see my master cannot. My people spend their lives... I will answer...
We can teach her about the
for
Force. That's the only thing we can do. Techniques.
I am prepared.
Breath control.
I understand now. I shall practice what you have taught me. My life for...
Forms.
I am prepared both.
Force potency. Yeah. She repeats the same line. See to it that you master what I've taught. Anything else? Anyone else? Let me talk to HK about something.
Query, is there some... Query. Statement. Master, assassination is my primary function. It is only expected that when you speak to me, it is to give me the order to kill.
Yeah, I order you to stop asking me who I need killed.
Statement. Oh, very well, Master. No doubt you are bothering me because you wish to interrogate me with harmless, non-lethal questions. Or perhaps you need the deck of your freighter scrubbed, or an exciting alien text translated. My circuits are abuzz with anticipation of what your next task will be for me that does not involve ending the life of an organic meatbag that deserves death. Statement. Observation. Notice that I did not ask if you need anyone killed. You may be curious as to why. Answer. That is because you told me to stop asking if you needed anyone killed. So I have. From now on, I will simply say, I am ready to serve. Yes, ready to serve. In whatever way a common protocol or utility droid might serve. Seems that that is my lot in life, not to kill.
If I let you ask if I need anyone killed, but don't order you to do so, will that be enough? Yeah. Got the exposition. Just say ready to serve.
Answer as you wish, Master. If you happen to change your mind, however, I feel I must tell you, I will gladly kill anyone you ask. Please, I beg you, just a quick death. A little one, to tide me over until the next firefight we're in. Combat is nice, but the stalking of prey is far more enjoyable. Statement.
HK would have been a lovely companion if I had a little bit of a different type of character. Who was your previous master?
Answer. Master,
Yeah, we have no influence with him, really, not at all. Do we have... yeah, we need to talk to Aten and Beader, and that's what.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Ooh, this is probably important. Yeah, what is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
I was eager to join.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
Yeah, unlike many of the Jedi, I could not stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
The rush of life as the Mandalorians were cut down.
It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me. Turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
I just wanted to stop you and tell you how much I enjoyed murdering other people. Okay.
You know, I'm glad I found you again, General.
At least he's talking to us now. What are you talking about?
We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand.
Why are you here?
You getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going.
I mean, why are you still here?
Tired of me already? I was frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy?
Even if you knew what was wrong with it, how would you know where to start?
You just have to know what the circuits look like.
It's all wires and switches to you, huh?
That's the way I see things. Traveling with you, I know there's something else in the universe, but I can't do anything about it anyways. So I'll leave it to you to take care of.
Do my best.
Was there something you wanted me for? Sorry, General, I'm flat out. I'll see if I can make some more when I get a chance. Something else I can help you with? Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago. I think my mind was too occupied then.
Good to hear you're having a here I'm having a positive effect on you.
I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor.
What about me for giving the order?
Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that.
Had or not, millions of innocents in the Republic would have been killed if you saved them. If Ulrich Queldroma could be forgiven for waging war against the Republic, you can be forgiven for saving it.
Even if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians?
Yeah, the Mandalorians were defeated and the Republic saved.
That might be the truth, but I don't want to see it that way. I can't just ignore the blood on my hands.
You're too stubborn. There's no blood on your hands, just the blood your guilt forces you to imagine. And now, guilt is just something you use to hide from your true responsibility.
Maybe that's just the shield that I need to stay sane.
In the ways of the Force I could teach you. You must let go of your anger, or else it will destroy you and you will fall. Or if you will let me teach you, the Force can become your shield. Maybe you could learn to become a Jedi. Now, I'll say you have to leave behind your anger, even though I do sort of do self-serving things and manipulate others. I don't really do anything out of anger or in that same passion.
Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
No time to waste. Is everyone a Jedi on this ship? Oh, Jedi Guardian. That's a good change. He was already a sufficiently good skill monkey. Now he should be a good soldier too. So I'm saving it. I'll talk to him some more.
Yes, General?
Yeah, I'll teach him techniques.
If you think they'll help.
Foresight.
Yes, General? If you think they'll help.
Breath control.
It'll take practice, but I think I can pick that up. Yes, General?
Techniques.
If you think they'll help.
Beast trick.
It'll take practice, but I think I can pick that up. Yes, General? If you think they'll help.
Affect mind.
It'll take practice, but I think I can pick that up. Yes, General? If you think they'll help.
Dominate mind.
It'll take practice, but I think I can pick that up. Yes, General?
Force forms.
Don't worry, I'm a quick learner.
Force potency.
Thank you, General. That might prove useful in the future. Yes, General? Don't worry, I'm a quick learner.
Force affinity.
Thank you, General. That might prove useful in the future. Yes, General?
Okay, this is definitely sort of a party management session. Do we have... Yeah, Atom is still alive. I don't think we'll equip with the good equipment the guys we have a lot of influence over, and units like HK-47 and KOTOR will be basically ignoring. Mandalore probably too.
Yes? Is something wrong? That is hardly...
Yeah, nothing new. Shit, we have too many of these guys that could possibly learn something. I mean, Jedi powers. We could teach them by running around some of the worlds, having them in our group. We might have additional options with Freya too now.
I heard you making friends with the bounty hunter. I don't blame you. She's a scrapper. You don't survive on Nar Shaddaa for very long if you aren't.
Did you know Myra, Atom?
I've known people like her. Maybe without the rocket launchers, but sort of the same. Maybe without the plunging neckline and the boots. I wouldn't let anything she says bother you. It's a wonder you cracked her attitude at all. She's cold as the ship's hull. Alright, what did you want to know?
Something up?
I need to teach him force fighting techniques.
Oh yeah? Alright, let me have it. Alright, I think I've got it. I'll try to practice it when I get the chance.
He gained weapon focus with lightsaber.
Something up?
Oh yeah? Alright, let me have it.
Weapon specialization.
Alright, I think I've got it. I'll try to practice it when I get the chance.
Okay, this is a good one because he was severely lacking in Jedi feats. Now he has some of them.
Something up?
Alright, I'm game. What did you want to show me?
Foresight.
Alright, I think...
Something up?
Well, you've got that look in your eye, so who am I to argue?
Less control.
Alright.
Something up?
Alright. But I tell you, I think you're carrying this teacher thing too far.
District.
Alright.
Something up?
Alright, I'm game. What did you want to show me?
Affect mind.
Alright, I think I've...
Something up?
Alright, I'm game. What did you want to show me?
Dominate mind.
Alright,
I wonder if this is gonna make any kind of difference to anything.
Something up?
Force forms.
Alright, I'm game. What did you want to show me?
Force potency.
Got it. I'll be sure to make use of it.
Something up?
Alright, I'm game. What did you want to show me?
Force affinity.
Got it.
Something up?
Alright.
That took us a long time, but I think we're finally done. And we're pretty much done with the dialogues as a whole. Might have to do something with Myra. We'll keep her with the party at least.
Yes? Have you... Very well.
I'm actually quite happy that she didn't have anything new to tell. We have to go a little bit of I think I'll end here. That took quite a bit of time. We need to do a little bit more. So I might as well do the equipment hassle right in the same session. I don't really have any urgent business at the moment, so to just get it all over with, we need to go in and out of the ship to get people leveled up. Even the crappy guys we don't intend to use. Everything. I want everything out of the way now, so I can focus on finishing things. At least moving forward, we should have good enough equipment to lay the game to the end. There might be minor upgrades, but overall not too many. So intelligent droid. We don't really need more skill points, so we can focus on the dexterity. Oh, 2 lasers. Blaster integration. He's very effective against droids. Has sort of mind control abilities against them. But force powers annihilate them too, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not overly concerned with where I'm putting skill points and other things on these guys. Just a scramble droid. Pistol focus. Can only use pistols, so let's make it count. Anything useful? Caution. No. We'll take toughness. Oh, how many levels do we have? More toughness. Oh, come on. Oh, thank God. We might as well look at the equipment. I'm not going to go buy or make any kind of droid equipment. That just isn't going to happen. Bludgeoning, piercing, slash. Cancel. I want to level up HK before that. We'll split the equipment. What do you need to know? Security. I'm thinking of taking the droid interface speed. I have no idea what this could be ever useful in, and we don't have all that many useful feats to left anyway. It's not like I'm relying on HK to do anything at all, so out of curiosity I'll take that. I expect it to be absolutely 100% useless. Okay, now you have a shitty weapon. Very, very crap. And I'm okay with that. You have amazing armor, so you can take anything you want. You take that. Droid Plasma Thrower and Droid Iron Blast or Iron Striker or yeah. And some kind of battle upgrade probably. Yeah. KOTOR targeting module. Yeah, this he gains all the combat feats without spending any points in them. Like rapid shot and power shot. Any dexterity upgrades? Not really, you'll take that one. What's the weapon? Droid Oxidizer. It's a good anti-droid weapon. We need another pistol to complement that. No, we'll take 2 Systech static blasters in these. The damage isn't all that impressive, but they do electrical damage and we can add scopes to them. I don't really know what else I'll do with these weapons. The blasters would be better though. Mandalorian Ripper. That's a good weapon. I will give you the Mandalorian Ripper and Mandalorian Blast. Droid defense barrier, that's fine. Unity grade. Yep, he's fine. He's also fine. Not sure about the rifle. We might as well keep it though. It has an on-hit attribute damage constitution. It's very unlikely to ever be effective though. Verpine Droid Destroyer. This is such an amazing weapon against droids, but it's totally useless against others. I think we'll go with repeating blast rifle. You know, it's worse than the blaster rifle in many ways. Yeah, we'll go with the combat enforcer. With a few upgrades, this could be a great weapon. Or is it? In many ways, a blaster rifle is better. We don't have exactly excellent blaster rifles. Yeah, it is what it is. No, come on.
I wish to show you something.
Mm-hmm.
Not with words, but by feeling it, with the Force. Close your eyes. Feel the universe strip away the life on board the ship. Someone is creating an echo, a resonance in the Force. Someone is consuming life, using it to feed their hunger. Each dying world creates an echo in the Force. And as the echoes build, it becomes a noise. Deafening, destructive. It touches all life in ways that are invisible to see. The darkness, the despair created from such events breeds and grows. Someone is bringing the dark side to the galaxy through destruction. A critical point is approaching, and the wound must be healed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, who's next? You two losers are now done, so we'll do the other unlikely group to ever see action. I guess more durability wouldn't hurt. Let's look at your equipment. The defense value is piss poor, but 50% immunity to energy damage is not bad at all. You'll get hit, but only half damage, so... yeah, I'm not sure. We can get rid of a lot of these upgrades. A lot of them. You had the disruptor rifle. You were what hell not. Mandalore is a simple guy. Yeah. Tons of speeds. Very strong close quarter combat. But that's about it. That's all you've got. Do you have regeneration? Yes, you do. Take the saving throws. Okay, additional feet. So what the hell am I going to take now? She's not going to use ranged weaponry anymore. So... Huh. Stealth run. Mobility. I guess we could take dual strike. It helps you hit if someone else is already attacking it. It's good if you have one guy shooting at targets, then it automatically gives benefit to any guy who's attacking it with melee by the time they arrive. Stealth field generator, that's the shittiest thing you could possibly have, so maybe something better. Yeah, maybe not. Minutes to stun, fear, horror. Not. I don't want to give the really valuable stuff to him. Stabilizer mass. Okay, that's very good already. Arcanian blinders. It's a worse version of the same immunity. Horse mask. That might be good for him. Non-Jedi. That's pretty much the only non-Jedi we're about to have, so... Yeah, I'll take it. Shit, I'm not quite sure what to take. He doesn't really need any boost, but I think I'll give him the strength gauntlets anyway. And yeah, we need more of these critical hit immunity items. What's your weapon? Sith War Sword. This isn't the suckiest weapon in the land, but it's not exactly great. Sure. Double bladed sword. Purple blade. Cutter. White spinning blades. Yeah. Tremor sword. The Sith War Sword is just fine, and we just need to upgrade it, and that's it. Is that it? Yeah. I think we will. I can't. For God's
It might be
sake.
helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. And my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
Yeah, don't worry. Goto's just jealous that you've got all the circuitry packed in such a small shell.
Alright then. I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk.
You're in the hall.
There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids.
Okay, remote has been upgraded with the ability to repair other droids in the party. Oh, that's a really powerful ability.
You know, I think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Think of it this way. You can keep KOTOR in line with it.
Yeah, improved laser.
Finally decided to let me take a look at your circuitry.
Answer, indeed I did. I hope you understand how difficult it is for me to trust a meat bag with something as delicate as my inner mechanics. Explanation. Our encounters with my copies has convinced me that I should look into upgrading my capabilities in order that I may be able to destroy them with greater impunity.
Worried you might be going obsolete? I understand.
Objection. Nothing of the sort. I am programmed to improve my capabilities if it will improve my chances of destroying a target, even as unsavory an avenue as this.
You don't have to suffer on my account. Maybe you are better off not letting me dig around in you.
Retraction. You must understand. My previous interactions with meatbags have rarely been pleasant. Disclosure. After all, most of those meetings involved the termination of said meatbags.
It obviously couldn't have been your charming personality. Now, if you want me to see if I can upgrade your functionality, just let me get to work on you.
Answer. In that case, please go ahead. Just be careful not to damage any of my delicate parts. Analysis. My self-diagnostic indicates that my performance has indeed been improved. Also, many of my systems are reporting improved efficiency. Commentary. I am most pleased with this turn of events. It would appear that my initial analysis of your mechanical abilities was incorrect.
You're welcome.
+1 Constitution.
Iridonian, if I might have a moment.
What is it, KOTOR?
I have spent some time in the presence of your remote, and the upgrades you have performed on him are quite adequate. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote itself.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, to be an unsightly waste. But it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you to provide me with similar upgrades.
I should be able to do something. I will see what I can do next time I have a free moment.
I didn't expect to see you awake.
I dreamt of Malachor. I remember the ships, the last stand of the Republic. The tattered remnants of our fleet, the largest we could gather. But it was damaged, weakened, and vulnerable. The Mandalorians couldn't resist. They tore into us like beasts, shredding our ships to scrap as we fought back. Yet this time there were no reinforcements for either side. Revan had been delayed out-system by Mandalorian scout ships. By the time he arrived, it was too late, and beyond Malachor there were no more Mandalorians left to die. I remember standing on the bridge with you and watching the destruction of the Republic, watching ships full of soldiers and Jedi burn and die. I remember the look you had when you turned to me. It was the longest you'd ever looked at me. You didn't say anything, just a nod. Events moved quickly then, even in my dreams. Flashes, explosions, you falling. I could feel the pain around me. And then the memory. The drifting hulks of the Mandalorian ships, the dead, allies, friends, strangers. And then the echo, lingering, the sound I awakened to in my nightmares.
Yeah, my decision haunts me.
Blame lies with me for creating it. The situation forced your hand. Anger forced mine.
If you are to blame for its creation, then I'm equally to blame for commanding its use. I have no goddamn clue what we're talking about.
You realized that unless action was taken, the fleet would be destroyed and the Republic would fall. None of us realized the magnitude of what we unleashed.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war?
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor, the absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
Yeah, settle down. I'm not sure, why not? Time or place, what's this? Why not? Why not? It's funny that I'm trying to just go in and out of my ship, and most of the time still is spent on listening to these conversations. I'm not sure why maybe it's the influence. Once it's gone past a certain point, it triggers an event. So since I raised the influence quite a lot on a lot of people, now I'm getting constant events. Yeah, let's not dwell on the past. Why not? You need to solve these issues, so I don't really like any of my options. I don't want... crap.
You fought for no cause other than to spread suffering and pain to the people you conquered.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Yeah, I don't think this needs to be discussed any further. It won't go anywhere.
Fine by me.
It's amazing how long just taking a few guys out of the ship can take. In the previous game you could just scroll the characters quite easily and equip and level up them within the ship. You can certainly equip them, but I can't. I need to go outside with them anyway. Okay. Let's take the boys out. Yeah, you're strength based. Okay, now he's a soldier, so we don't get so many skills more. We need to pick and choose. Computer use, repair, security, trigger. Lightsaber, Jedi defense, force jump, Jedi sense. Regeneration, regenerate force points. Do we have a combat style? Yes, we do. Okay. I think I want regeneration on him. I also want healing. I want everyone to have, I need force immunity. We're going to get a ton of feats. We don't have all that many level ups though, but dueling might be good for him. We can only use a one-bladed lightsaber. Although force recovery, yeah, it's better to use lightsaber. Regenerate force points. I don't mind that, but I want combat focus on him. Attack, damage, attack, defense, attack, defense, attack. I think we'll go with dueling. Yeah, a little bit of healing power certainly doesn't hurt. We could go with night speed. No, we might want to use armor. I haven't decided. Yeah, we need to rethink his entire weaponry. Why do you have this? We even have a lightsaber, yes we do. multi-shield might be good for him. Immunity to sun, fear, horror. Doesn't that do the same? No. We need to change this. Immunity to sun, fear, horror. Let's do this. Multi-shield. 50% immunity to electrical fire. Sure. Why not? The more gauntlets, no, we need a weapon. So, Sith power guns. Not be equipped by Bearder. Yeah, we need to use an armor, so abilities that are not usable with an armor are useless. Which is horseshit. Because we already spend some of our points in abilities. In abilities that require exactly that. So, Verpine Ultra Mesh. That seems like the best choice at the moment. We don't have a lot of. We have no. We have no dexterity, so as high as defense points as we can get. This Verpine Fiber Ultra Mesh. Our implant. Yeah, we need to make more implants. We need to retake the situation. I need critical hit immunity for as many as possible.
Just say the word.
Good. What about you? Better healing. This battle suit is fairly good for him. You could use the stabilizer mask. Provides immunities. Devil Mimicker is good for you. Yeah, that's a good item. A lot of dexterity. We're gonna stop using those. Come on.
If you've got some time, I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few moments to spare for your work. I would like to know what he is doing here, though.
He helps me out with repairs. That isn't a problem, is it?
I suppose not. Perhaps in working on my circuitry, your assistant will learn something about how a fully functional droid is constructed.
Just ignore him and let's get to work.
I would appreciate that. Our group has little in the way of time to spare, and I would not want to delay you from your other duties.
Right. Let's get you open. See what you can do. I have to say, you are put together quite well. There wasn't much to do.
As I told you, my design is streamlined and efficient, though I am pleased that you were able to make some improvements, and this was not just a waste of my valuable time.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate into your construction.
I see. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your work.
Yeah, more dexterity. Why do I have the plasma charge? Yeah, I wanted to see Atom's armor choices. Defense 9, that can't be right. Yeah, that definitely isn't right. Okay, it's just because he's I'm looking at him through this. But he might have use for one of the battle ropes. Yeah, warrior armor. No, I don't think so. I'd like the higher armor class. Okay, who's still left? These four. So let's go, girls. Yeah, she's great. Medium armor is worth it. Crap, crap. I need to see both and sensory visor. Not, not worth it. Did I restrict it to a side? I don't see any real benefit from getting another armor. Okay, how much do we get a bonus from this? 27. Wait. Yeah, 27. 28. This is better. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. How much here is your constitution? Yeah, you can't use the immunity implants. Response package, yeah, I'll take it. More dexterity. More armor. Better chance to hit. Yeah, I think that's all cool now. Yeah. We don't have lightsaber finesse. Jesus Christ. That's amazing. Mhm. I don't want to take the burst of speed because yeah, it's bad for the recording. Yeah, our attack bonus went up quite considerably. I can't believe we did not have weapon finesse, lightsaber finesse on her. Oh, can you do anything useful? Um, I guess we should just upgrade some of our existing DCs. Anything new? We could regenerate health. I don't think that's a bad idea. It's not something we rely on really, but it makes a little bit of a difference. Other option would be if you take a ton of damage, the improved toughness will help quite a bit. Well, not all that much. A few points reduced. It's not really all that great. I'm inclined to take the regeneration. If for some reason we can't heal for a while with her, at least she'll be recovering a little bit. Taking the pressure off from the healing. Yeah, upgrade existing abilities. Yes, she's mostly fine. What about you? Yeah, no. The problem is if I can make her a Jedi, and if I level her up now, she can probably be leveled up once anyway. She'll never be any good in any of the Jedi things. So I think we'll leave her how she is. If she can be made a Jedi, great. If not, that's fine too. She's not gonna be all that useful to us the way she is, but that really can't be helped. So, 2 guys remaining. Please, no distractions. Father goodness. The final ones. Goodness. Thank goodness. Awareness, great injury. Healing first. I think this is another guy that will be using our heavier armor. So we'll try to pick skills that match that. Regeneration we already have. Force recovery we have. We'll be using 2 blades. We have all the toughness feats. So what the hell can we take? More saving throws? Ability you can use while with armor. Force push. Force screen. Energy resistance. Oh. Yeah, force screen. Although I should go with buffing abilities. Soldier or a Jedi Guardian in this case does not require force powers to kill people. Buffs are much better. No, he's not he's a counselor. So, he's a wizard. Yeah. Take the Nicto Soldier gloves. It's a very powerful soldier. I'll take the breathing mask. Anything good? Immunity to stun, fear, and horror. Take it. He is very, very good. We don't have enough lightsabers though. That's I'm sure we'll get some. Mark sword, Vibro sword, Zebra Vibro sword. So Sith Tremor sword. It's yeah, this is a good one. What about you? Doesn't matter. Yeah, like regeneration. Why not? Anything of interest really? Master Bala. Short lightsaber, yeah, we're really desperate with the lightsabers. She doesn't really need a lightsaber. You can take Cheyenne. I'll keep her equipment, at least mostly. Yeah, I'll take the gel shape perception gloves. I'll take that. Crap. We can take Sith Trimmer and lightsaber. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ending this here. This took a lot of time. Thank God it doesn't continue. Yeah. Now our party is fairly in good shape. All the management crap is done, so we still have to do the equipment upgrades. But yeah, I'm not doing it now. This is officially over. It took way too long. Way too long.